Okay, welcome to the Shipmate project. And today I'm gonna show some improvements in the control room of the balao class submarine. Yeah, it's become more cozy. First of all, we have some updates on the high pressure manifold. We can see the labels, yeah. We can see the levers which we can control. And for example, we can even see the gauges. For example, we have air bank second and third filled with 3000 pounds per square inch pressure. And for example, if we want to enable the distribution manifold, yeah, as you can see, distribution manifold pressure shows us which pressure from the high pressure air banks can goes to the other subsystems like 1600 pressure manifold or 2225, etc. So, or 10, yeah, this is 10,000 or 10 pounds manifold. So, for example, we also have to check this. And for example, I start passing the value, the pressure from the bank second to the distribution manifold, yeah, and we can see it. The distribution manifold now has 3000. Sorry. Yeah. Also, we have to enable 600 pressure on these gauges. Forward group and afterward. To do this, we can use these levers. Okay, now we have not 600 pressure enabled. Also, we can see that we also enabled these high pressure service forward and high pressure service afterward. I'm not sure what it does, and it's a matter of investigation, yeah. But in comparison with sea water pressure on the sea, on the top of the sea, is only 15. So to raise, for example, or to submerge submarine, we have to use not one but 10. Okay, let's see, but some amount of pressure, yeah. Yeah, I think 10, yeah. 10 pounds per square inch, yeah. Or maybe 1 pound per meter or something, yeah. Okay. What we have here, okay. Also, we can see the status of our tanks. I disabled others compartment, but left only control room, and we can enable the scope of view. For example, if we can see only ventilations, we can enable it, only forces, only tanks, and also pressing by eye we can enable the inventory, and I can use minus to change the field of view angle. And for example, I'm pressing Ctrl to lock the mouse and unlock it again. In control room we have the some information for center of mass, which is in that position in meters from the center, center of buoyancy, rotation, and the important thing is the submerged volume and total. For example, every tank has its own value. For example, main ballast tank second A has only 33 meters. It means that it's the capacity almost 33 tons, roughly. I added some mass information because the weight of the empty tank can be significant, and the empty tank with maybe some kind additional weights, it called stowage or something, on the bottom of the tank, to change the center of mass, I think. And according to the documentation, I found this value. 161, maybe 160 tons. It's the empty, it's weight over empty with static mass, when we dive, this center of mass gonna change. We can see. I'm pressing this. Just a sec. I'm pressing. I'm just simulating the diving. It's not related to real simulation or something. Just for test and simulation, I use some specific keys, and I control the diving or something. And for example, we can see that our center of buoyancy now the submarine goes up, submerged. So the center of buoyancy goes to the bottom. And we can see the submerged volume is not zero, because nothing we have submerged. Submerged volume means that if we have the sea level crossing the tank, this volume from the sea level and the bottom of a tank considered submerged volume. Only that volume, and only this volume produces the buoyancy. So for example, it was zero, and now we simulate the diving, and you can see the center of buoyancy increases or also submerged, and finally the submerged volume goes to the amount of the total volume, because all tank is filled. So all filled, so submerged volume equals the total volume. It's okay. And more interesting thing, the interesting thing is we can also see, let me align. Also we can see the summary. For example, this lower sized, I don't know, buoys or something. Yeah, they shows only the particular tank or something. Yeah. But we have a large-scaled buoy which shows the whole amount of summarized buoyancy and gravity forces. Yeah. And in addition, we have inner hull, which also produces the buoyancy. Yeah. And it's the biggest part of a submarine. Its volume it's 150 cubic meters, and the mass is roughly 300 tons. Yeah. So the summary of the control room is only for the control room, not for the whole submarine, but for the control room is 300 meters, cubic meters, and the weight is 1000 tons. Okay, and we can see that the buoy which points upwards is the buoyancy, represents buoyancy. Yeah, and another which points to the ground, it's the center of mass. It represents the gravity forces. So, for example, if I'm on simulate, it's not real. Simulate the submersion. You can see that buoyancy goes down, and in some time it will be beneath the gravity forces, which is unstable position, and this gonna rotate the submarine, because gravity force points to the ground and buoyancy to the air, and they tends to rotate the submarine or some buoyant object, yeah, because of the physical forces. So and also we can see that our center of mass is higher than center of buoyancy. It's minus, it means the depth. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna return. I'm gonna. Oh. Okay. Oh, confused. Okay. Yeah. So let's assume it's kind of bad. Also, where I am. Also, we can control the flooding of these tanks. For example, I'm gonna flood the MBT second, first and second, but it's about, we are talking about the second tanks, which contains over 4 tank, second lines, second B, second C, and second D. And now we can see that the color of the air vents is changed to the red, yeah, because it's open. In comparison to the negative tank, it's green, means closed. And also we can see that all 4 tanks start flooding. We can also see these, yeah, filled with 16% or etc. I changed the rate of flooding, yeah. And what it means? It means that it should change the mass, yeah, mass and submerged volume, etc., and all physical variables, yeah, which influence on the diving or something. So I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna close vent valve. Yeah, it's now green, but it doesn't. It shouldn't stop the flooding because the pressure should goes to the sea level, and when diving, I think it adds some additional mass which finally dive the submarine to the sea, and yeah, we have to recalculate everything. Also, the same process is made for the negative tank. Now it's red, yeah, it's flying. Negative tank, yeah, 20%, etc. And also stop. Okay, it's just the first approach, yeah. In the next implementation I will create the more precise simulation of diving, yeah, etc. Okay, in addition, we have the diving panel inventory, yeah, we can see the depth and vertical velocity, and I also simulate. I press the C, and now I'm gonna dive, yeah, you can see the vertical velocity is changed to 0, to 1, and you can see that these arrows is changing, yeah, to the actual, yeah, for example, I'm stop. Now I'm at the depth of let me 14 meters, and I'm gonna check this. 40 meters, yeah, it's 50 feet. 50 feet. Yeah, also we can see not 50, but less than 50. 50. Maybe some kind of okay, I can see depth 15 meters, and I can see some mismatches like 40, not 50. But maybe okay, I understood. It's about the scale. Let dive again to the 50 meters. Yeah, it's a scale. No. Now I can see 50 and a more than 50. Yeah, it's one, 2, 3, 4. It's 25, 30, 40. Yeah, something wrong, but I think yeah, it's not a big problem. So and also we can see the sea level. Here it was 15 psi, but now it's 40 pressure. So it means that 1 feet produces 1 pound per square inch, I think, yeah, or roughly, yeah. And this means that to blow up our ballast tank from the depth of the, for example, 16 meters or 50 feet, we have to use the 40 pounds, yeah. And yeah, we can do this by this 604 pounds pressure air blow. It actually does nothing for now, but yeah, it should blow up with, not blow up, but just blow the high pressure, not high, but maybe middle pressure to this tank, and water should goes out from this tank to the sea, because as you can see, we have red flood valves, which we can't control, but we can control the flooding of the flooding valve of the negative tank. Yeah, I can see it only from bottom. Yeah. Negative, we can control. Yeah, we have the negative. No, it's not. It's the. It opens. What it opens? Negative valve here. Yeah, it should controls. Yes, it should controls negative valve. Yeah, here. So it's not implemented, but it should be red and green based on this lever. Yeah. Negative, because this lever is for opening the valve. Not valve, but vent. Yeah, ventilations. And this for valve. Yeah, flooding valve. Yeah. Okay. So maybe in addition we can dive to the bottom